Hello, welcome to another video. Today we are looking at Andrew Tate, of course.
Big G.
The top G.
Top G.
Big G.
Whoever cares.
The big git. Top groomer.
Yes.
Andrew Tate. Obviously, it's all over the news at the moment. He has been arrested for sex trafficking.
Yep.
He's still in jail right now. He definitely is.
They keep extending it.
Yep. He's currently, what is it, the 21st of January today. He is going to be in jail to the 27th of February at the latest. At least, yep.
Yeah, which completely negates all his fucking followers that are going, it'll be out in a day or two.
Well, some people... Sorry, we're going to watch some videos in a second. Some people seem to think he's out already.
Yeah, I know.
Even though, because he's still tweeting. It's like someone's tweeting for him.
Yeah.
And also, he tweeted that who he was allowing visitation rights to in prison. Why would he say that if he wasn't in fucking jail?
Because he got arrested before and was out like the same day. That was ages ago.
Yeah.
But people are getting confused. Like it's between these two events.
Yeah, it's almost like there's people spreading misinformation all over Twitter, and people are believing it because apparently there are some people out there whose only source of fucking knowledge comes from Twitter. Anyway.
Because they don't believe the mainstream media.
Nope. I got laughed at on Twitter for suggesting maybe somebody watched the fucking news. There's multiple outlets out there. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe and all that. Let's start with a clip from BBC News.
BBC News.
Oh,
Two left wing for the right wing and two right wing for the left wing.
it's almost like they're in the middle.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're funded by the public and have to be bipartisan.
Yep.
Sir Andrew Tate. Over the weekend, they seized a fleet of luxury cars and raided a luxury villa north of the capital. Investigators have begun looking into allegations that the British-American citizen...
She sounds bored.
Yeah, doesn't she? Like, this
Was running-
twat again.
And blah, 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 blah. Anyway.
a human trafficking operation from his compound in Bucharest. Our correspondent, Lucy Williamson, has this.
There they are.
Weeks after police
cars
came
you
for
raided.
their owner, they returned for his cars.
Where's the
power
Bugatti?
of a Ferrari paralysed in the grip of a dowdy police truck. Insurance
That's a fucking dramatic way of explaining it. Paralysed in the grip of a tow truck.
Dowdy tow truck. It's almost like they don't like him. What does that number plate say?
I'm a cunt.
Tate Men.
Oh, Tate likes men.
Tate Men? I guess him and his brother share that one.
Oh.
against any future compensation claims from victims, but also a sign that investigators here are confident.
Whatever the truth about life behind these walls, its secrets are now being scrutinized.
Oh, sorry. Does he live on an industrial estate?
It looks that way, doesn't
Because
it?
this doesn't...
Like they're just being like wheeled out of this fucking
Garage.
By investigators. This fleet of luxury cars, the toys of a successful businessman, or the proceeds of a trafficking ring.
the second one.
Police raided 7 more properties last week, including this villa, owned
Where?
by the Tates near the Carpathian Mountains. Neighbours
I mean, who lives in the Carpathian
Dracula.
Mountains?
Dracula.
Yeah, other than some sort of villain.
Yeah, basically. One of the most famous villains ever.
Yeah.
Dracula. No one owns a castle in the fucking Carpathian Mountains. Surely that is a red flag, right?
Yeah.
Hey, come back to mine. Where'd you live? In a castle. Ooh, in the Carpathian Mountains.
Surrounded by
Wolves and a moat.
surrounded by weak men on fucking sticks.
Yeah, and mist. Permanent fog and mist.
it was fully renovated last year, with a swimming pool added.
What?
One neighbour, an electrician, says the builders asked him to help rewire the place.
When they explained what they wanted, I told them that's way beyond what I know how to do. The house is extremely luxurious, with things that people like us can't even dare to dream of.
It's like they're saying that people that live in the middle of nowhere in the Carpathian Mountains are generally poor because no one would choose to live there other than maybe somebody, I don't know, on the run from the law.
Yeah.
In the UK.
Trying to keep himself to himself.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
But also all over the internet because he loves himself.
Yeah, that does suggest as well. Like, it's like they're asking me to they have things in there that no normal people would have. Like, it's beyond your understanding. So yeah, I mean, I'm guessing it's like the H.H. Holmes murder fucking house. Yeah, I want a big like trap door that opens up, and then there's like sharks with lasers on it.
I think this guy might be a villain.
Yeah.
If you're living in the Western world, this is probably 40% of the reason I moved to Romania.
In an online video, Andrew Tate said he moved to Romania in 2017 in part for what he saw as its relaxed approach to sexual assault claims.
Yeah.
Police
This is
want to know
like-
whether he and his brother Tristan lured women here with promises of a relationship.
This is
before
like the
forcing
biggest
them to
fucking L, really. When you think like, so he left the UK because he was accused of raping somebody,
Yeah.
and he did. He
Yeah.
fucking did. We'll get onto the evidence in a second. So he leaves the UK. He wasn't prosecuted because this is the UK, and the police are too busy raping people themselves.
Apparently.
Apparently so. If you read the fuck
It
was that
seems that
guy
way.
just the other day, 50 cases. Anyway, so he moves to a place where they have more lax than the UK views and laws on sex offences, and then he gets arrested for sex offences.
Yeah. See, if he had any sense, he would have just joined the police force.
work online in adult chat rooms. They're also investigating an allegation of rape.
I've never seen any of them being aggressive.
Police have identified 6 women as potential victims, but last week 2 of those women publicly denied any mistreatment by the Tate brothers.
No, I've never been threatened. If I had been, I wouldn't have been stupid enough to stay in that house. I have a tattoo on my left arm that says Tate Girl, which I got out of respect for them.
What's it say?
Tate girl.
So he branded her, and now she's like, yeah, I got this completely by my own choice.
Look at him.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't understand how people think that like the amount of influence he's had is just frightening. It's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I mean, to any normal person, he looks like what he is.
A villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a fucking horrendous fucking human being.
And an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone that has to constantly tell you how fucking intelligent and how amazingly smart and everything else they are.
How good in bed they are.
Yeah,
and how much women
just
love them.
keep insisting that this is them.
Yeah. They're not. No. Anyway, now this is a voicemail that he left a woman back in 2013. This is the UK allegation of rape.
Right.
Right? The one that he basically left the country because of.
Am I a bad person? Because the more you didn't like it, the more I enjoyed it. I fucking loved how much you hated it.
Yes.
Turn me on. Why am I like that? Why? I am one of the most dangerous men on this planet. Sometimes you forget exactly how lucky you were to get fucked by me. Would you rather me pin you down and make you do things you didn't like, or would you rather fuck? You didn't like that I was thinking I can do whatever I want to. That's what it is. I'm the smartest person on this fucking planet. Are you seriously so offended I strangled you a little bit? You didn't fucking pass out. Chill the fuck out. Jesus Christ, I thought you were cool. What's wrong with you?
Guilty.
Yeah. That's the worst case of gaslighting I've ever seen.
Smartest man on the planet, though.
Yeah, so he left fucking
Voicemails about the crimes he committed.
Yeah.
To the person he committed the
Committed
crimes
them
on.
to.
Yeah.
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 That's fucking absurd.
Yeah, and all the fucking Tate simps that are like, well, she was in a relationship with him and all this stuff. This is the UK. There was, I think, 3 of them, and they didn't prosecute because there was a shadow of doubt.
Right.
That they might not be able to convict him. And because it's the UK and it's all fucked up,
yeah.
If there is any doubt that they can't, like, if it isn't 100% you'll get a conviction, they don't prosecute.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, most police officers in the UK are busy raping people themselves, it would seem. So, and also all the fucking people that said, like, well, like, if you hear that, that's it. The guy's a piece of shit. How can you support this person?
Yeah.
I'll tell you how. Because some people will claim this isn't real. It's AI.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's AI. That isn't actually him. Or it's just part of the act. It's part of an act. It's playing the character of Andrew Tate.
What, to the person? Like, why are you playing the character to the person?
Also, this is from like 10 years ago when nobody knew who the fuck he was.
Yeah.
Who's he playing to?
Also, I mean, if this is AI, like if you listen to any of his videos or like his YouTube or fucking whatever, he'd say this.
Yeah, it's exactly the kind of shit he'd say.
Yeah. I mean, it would be the laziest AI ever.
Oh, yeah. But no, there are people that still will support this man.
It's fucking bizarre.
Because, the reasons though, it's AI. It's the Matrix.
I hate that. Like, honestly,
It
like
fucks me off so much.
A late 90s film is not controlling everything.
No.
Andrew Tate does.
So, no, oh god, yeah, the whole thing, like, it's the Matrix that's sending me to jail. No, you are.
Yeah.
Because
your actions.
You're admitting all your fucking crimes left, right, and centre. And this whole thing of like, well, he predicted this, that he was going to be arrested.
Yeah, because if you're doing those things, it's pretty safe to assume that one day you're going to get caught for them.
Yeah.
Like, that's not...
That's called like kind of insurance for your followers. Like one day they're going to come for me and they're going to arrest me for no reason. But you know that they are going to arrest you because you're a criminal and you've been breaking the law for fucking years.
I commented on saying that somebody put like... Somebody had commented on one of these multiple Facebook fucking stories about him, and they'd said, like, how are they holding him with no evidence whatsoever? And I put underneath, probably because of all the evidence.
Yeah. And I think I said something similar. So I was like, well, there's no evidence. Right. Obviously, there's evidence.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he wouldn't have been arrested.
No.
The reason he's still in jail is because they are gathering that evidence and putting together a case for prosecution. Now, to every Andrew Tate fan out there that is saying, where's the evidence? Unfortunately, I have to admit, I cannot provide you with that because the Romanian authorities prosecuting him haven't shared their evidence with me or anybody else.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, it's like they're going through a legal proceeding or something.
Yeah.
They're not going to fucking share the evidence with you, are they? Look! You know nothing of how fucking systems work.
I'm pretty sure if you look through most of his fucking videos and stuff as well, like, there's enough to suggest that he is this person.
Yes, and we're going to watch some of that now.
Excellent.
These videos are from, it's a lawyer, we'll see his name in a second. It's a lawyer based in America. This guy it's basically him kind of watching Andrew Tate videos and then saying like how he's kind of snitching himself.
Yeah.
This guy is not a prosecutor. He is a defense lawyer.
Right.
And his whole thing is, here's shit you shouldn't say.
Fucking hell.
So let's first take a look from his own words, what he says.
Found this little webcam thing. I text all my girlfriends. They're all coming here to live with me and work with me. All 5 flew in. This bitch. I'm like, she's my girlfriend. She's my girlfriend. She's my girl. You're all my chicks. And you're going to stay here and we're going to make some money. 3 left, 2 stayed. And we started this little webcam business from my apartment. Got to the point where at one point I had 75 women working for me in 4 locations. I had one girl and she got too drunk one day and she threw up in my apartment. I told her to clean up. She refused to clean up. Start being an idiot. So I took her stuff, threw out the window. If all the other girls see me be disrespected, they're going to lose respect for me.
Fact.
I didn't want to fire her, which is more reason why I had to fire her out. Got her shit out the window, so throws her out the window. Got her by her 2 arms and marched her out the door, locked the door. Texted me, you owe me my last month's wages. I ain't paying you nothing. She went to the police and told the police I hit her.
This is how it starts. This is how law enforcement involvement with him starts.
5 in the morning, 4 months later, and I heard the door, boom, boom, and I heard police. There's a few things I can't say in the podcast. I've lived a varied life.
That is.
So I'm sure he's broken the law.
Yeah.
It's like, I've done a few I've broken the law.
Yeah, there's certain things. If you can't talk about them publicly, you shouldn't have done them.
Yeah. Also, this fucking podcast that he's on in this clip is called Fresh and Fit. Those 2 fucking clowns are almost as bad as him. That fucking...
I think I've heard of that, yeah.
Yeah, they're fucking idiots.
It's a form of self-snitching. That indicates that there's things out there that are illegal that he's done.
I've done some things when I had to pay the bill. What?
Smartest man on the planet. I've done some things. At this point, he's not been arrested. But he's here on the fucking internet on what is unfortunately quite a big podcast being like, I've done some things.
Yeah.
No.
We've come across this a few times and we've always asked, I mean, this is out there now forever.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's got it. You can't, he's one of these people though. He's so fucking involved he's so self-absorbed and fucking like so full of himself and everything else. He just thinks he can say fucking anything.
And get away with
and
it.
Stuff. Like, and he gets all carried away with fucking like aggrandizing himself.
Yeah. His ego is just like
through the roof.
Fucking himself, basically.
Yeah.
It's going to be, so I like flush my phone down the toilet quickly.
So I destroy evidence. Flush my phone down the toilet.
So I'm trying to hide shit. I'm looking around. What do I have to hide?
I'm hiding shit. I'm destroying evidence. One of the problems that you have with a guy like this is there's a treasure trove of statements that he makes that a prosecutor can use to impeach him with if he ever decides to testify.
Then with all these chicks just stuck in their house, sitting there bored, and of course they don't go out. They're not allowed out.
So I got all these chicks. They're in love with me.
That's imprisonment.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's yeah.
Oh.
They don't go out. They're not allowed out. Restricting somebody of their movement is part of force, fraud, or coercion.
You stay in the house. You don't go nowhere. You're not no restaurant, no club, nothing.
Do you get to eat? Do you get to take a shit? When you start controlling somebody like
it's like
that,
they
that
work
is
for
the
Amazon.
crux. You come here on a promise, but when you get here, I control your every movement. That's coercion.
Forget the sex part. Start beating the shit out. I grab you by your neck, start annoying me, trying to resist. I just
That is who he's got to be in order to control these women, in order to keep the money coming in. Because he was broke before, right? Now he's making money off the backs of all these ladies brought to him because they're in love with him. Their movement is restricted. According to him, they're beaten. That is slavery. One of the issues that you're going to have for somebody that has multiple citizenship is whether they're a risk of flight or not.
If I fuck up, England wants me in jail, I can fly on a Nigerian passport, or an American, or an English. I have so many passports.
There's this thing called Interpol.
Yeah.
It's like a 12-year-old playing the villain.
Yeah.
In like a game, but they are just like, why is he still 12? He's like 36 or something. And he's like, no one can touch me. I am the most evil villain in the world. Police are after me. Doesn't matter. I can disappear anywhere in the world because I've got all these passports.
All these different passports.
How have you got a Nigerian passport? I mean, maybe he does. I don't know. But it's just, no, there's...
Surely these are things that you keep to yourself.
Well, this is the thing. There are probably many people out there just as bad as Andrew Tate.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But we don't
it's
know
not
about
like a one-off.
them. Yeah, we don't know about them because they don't self-snitch. They don't go on podcasts. They don't try and start cults online.
Yeah.
They don't do these things because if they did, they'd be arrested, just like Andrew Tate.
Are you going to block them all?
He's got so much content that's out there that it just flouts any notion that he's not a flight risk.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Why do people fall for this shit? Why do fucking so many blokes like idolize this fucking bag of shit?
This is it. Even like let's say take like the positives of Andrew Tate, right?
Is there any?
Encourages you to go to the gym. Right?
Okay.
To look after yourself and your body.
Okay.
You could those are good things. You can't argue that.
Yeah.
Should look after yourself. But also, and I mean this, any personal trainer on the planet will tell you the exact same shit. Yeah. He's not some guru that's like come up with this totally new thing. Well, eating healthy and going working out.
Yeah.
Apparently he built a fucking place for rescue dogs in Romania that no one's seen. Oh, and an orphanage. That's no one's seen.
An orphanage? It's not an orphanage, is it? It's
no,
just like future people to work in it.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So anyway, them, and then even if that stuff's good, but then all the other shit negates that.
Yeah.
Jimmy Savile made a lot of money for charity.
Yeah, and he was still an evil fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's what they do, though. Like they have these like cover stories and stuff. Look at all the things. Oh, look at all the great things I've done. The most evil fucking people will do these things that make them look better.
Yeah.
Like it's a whole cover.
And then the fans and the followers, and you are followers because you're in a fucking cult, will immediately point to them.
Yeah.
Any of the bad stuff, like, well, where's the evidence?
Yeah. It's hilarious. The people that fucking fall for this shit and fucking like get so involved in it are the same people calling everybody else sheep and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, my God, like you're so deluded.
You're in a cult, and it is a cult.
It is a cult, yeah.
And I don't know why this is the problem with the media, as in like the BBC, aren't calling it a cult, because that is exactly what it fucking is. If we have, we won't have time today, but at some point in the future, if we have time to look over his War Room promotional videos.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If we get time to watch, if you go to Vice put out a documentary recently called The Dangerous Rise of Andrew Tate. It's about 45 minutes long. It has some stuff from those War Room promotions in it. Watch that and tell me it's not a fucking cult. It's literally like Assassin's Creed shit.
Fucking hell.
Anyway, there's another one from this lawyer.
These are his words, not my words. And I'm not going to take it out of context.
You're effectively taking girls, teaching them how to make unlimited money from home, and then making sure they give it all to you.
So you're making sure that you're teaching girls how to make a shit ton of money.
Definitely not
right
legal.
Off the bat, he tells you his main goal is to have them work for him and him get all the money.
Then I realized I had about 5 girlfriends, all smoking hot, and females are an asset. Why don't you work for me so we spend more time together? Work for you doing what? So I'll have a webcam business. Oh, I don't want to do that. So, okay, I know you don't want to do that, but listen, come, let's have a meeting. Let's just talk about it. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. Fine. But let me explain it to you properly. In fact, I'll bring one of the girls who works for me. You, your bottom bitch, the new girl, you go out for fucking a nice dinner. Your bottom bitch is the one who does the selling. You don't do the selling. The girl has to hear it from a girl. And this is where your bottom bitch has to be trained. That's why I said it's so important to have a good first girl.
Remember Ghislaine Maxwell? That was the girl that recruited for...
Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell was a bottom bitch, as he puts it. That was it.
I don't know how people are fucking arguing his case. They're like, everything, just taking what he says out of context. This is from his mouth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's like...
He is literally telling you this stuff.
I've seen it. Almost identical to what he's talking about here.
I had a separate phone with all my girls' guys in that phone, and I kept control of it. Don't let your girl have this, because if your girl ever runs off and leaves you, you don't want her to have an address book of all the guys she can get money from.
Another aspect of control. You don't want her to have your client list, because if she has your client list, she can leave you. So you've got to restrict her information. It's a systematic method of control to control these women.
You want her to leave and go, well, I don't know the account. I don't have the password to the account. I've never set it up before. I don't know how the banking works. I don't have any of my guys' phone numbers. I have nothing. And that's why they don't want to leave, because they're like, oh, well, he has everything. I need him. I have to stay with him. He has everything. So
just assuming that a woman can't work a computer.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Important. I'm telling you, it's a very important element, that control.
It's a very important element, that control.
And they will leave if you don't have every aspect under control. Tax is also another important element for controlling your woman. You're not going to pay anybody tax because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. I need to tell you.
That's not true. you have to pay tax on Bitcoin. So is he admitting to fraud as well?
Well, basically.
Yeah. Well, smartest guy on the planet. Smartest guy on the planet.
I think I've seen this clip as well, doesn't it? He says in a minute that he's the smartest guy on the planet. But he's basically saying that women can't do taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you're paying the tax. Because girls are lazy, and girls are stupid, and girls don't understand how taxes work. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, we've made this much money, but I'm going to pay the tax to make sure we don't get in trouble. Now that allows you to do...
They don't understand how it works if you lie to them about the tax. And if you dupe them into thinking something else, then they're not going to understand.
If you're constantly like threatening them and
controlling the information they get, then they're probably not going to understand.
Two things. One is another control element.
See how that control is a recurring theme?
This guy's a
over
fucking
and over and over again.
If I do it alone,
blabbing
I have to
his
deal
own
with taxes.
fucking thing.
Taxes are complicated. The control element.
And he doesn't have respect for these women at all because he thinks they're stupid.
It allows you to pay her a smaller percentage. So I used to pay my girls 30%. So for every $10,000 they made, I'd give them 3, and I'd keep 7. They thought they were on 50%, and I said that the disparity is because of taxes. If they say, why is it 50-50? I'm the one who knows what he's doing. I'm the one with the knowledge. I'm the da-da-da-da-da-da. Shut the fuck up. Go online. Print out some tax forms. I used to do this all the time. I used to print out some random tax forms and say, yeah, sign here and sign this. What is it? It's for the tax. You want to pay the tax or not? Throw them away afterwards, but they think something's happening. Something real's happening. Nothing's happening besides me getting rich, bitch.
Nothing's happening except for me getting rich, bitch. That's what he just said. So he's taking another 20% of what would have been their earnings saying he's paying taxes, but he's not paying taxes. His words. That's fraud. Force.
Surely they have to pay tax on their 30%.
Yeah, well, he's basically saying that he's telling them that they're paying tax when they're not really, and he's taking that. Well, he's not.
So he's not paying tax to start with.
Apparently not.
Illegal.
But he's telling them they're paying tax, and he's taking what they think is tax.
Yeah,
but
then they're going to get taxed on their 30% anyway.
Well, no, because he's not declaring any of this.
I suppose, yeah.
He's not declaring anything. Like he's probably doing the bare minimum to make sure like it looks like tax is being paid. But I doubt he's fucking declared, because he probably can't say where this money's coming from.
Assuming any of this is true, this could all be bullshit. And he's actually not as rich as you think.
He's a fucking horrendous fucking human being. I don't understand, like, the draw. Like, I can't watch anything that he says without feeling, like, disgust. Mm-hmm. Like, so the fact that fucking so many people fucking hang off his every word and, like, and think he's, like, some sort of fucking messiah or whatever is weird.
It's a cult. It's the same as that fucking guy... the Mormon that fucked all those people and is now currently in jail.
Yeah. It's just, but it's like impressionable young fucking blokes. Not just young blokes. Like, I've got into arguments online, which I do try to avoid, but sometimes you just can't help it, with fully grown adult men, older than me, like in their 50s, fucking
all divorced,
defending this fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Look,
and also, what?
It's such a sad flex to defend Andrew Tate online.
Yeah, what do you actually gain from it? Because he doesn't give a fuck about you.
Exactly.
Because he's a cult leader. Yeah. You are the followers. It's all about getting shit from you. And fuck a lot of you. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Earlier in the week, I decided I was on Twitter and I thought I'd poke the bear a little.
Right.
To see what we're actually dealing with in terms of Andrew Tate supporters and maybe why. I'm not going to go into all of the fucking Twitter threads that I got into and arguments, but they're fucking stupid as hell.
Yeah.
They are you're just like, wow, you are actually the dumbest fucking people on the internet. There was one person who, I'm pretty sure they're all kids. No profile pictures, no pictures of them at all. You don't see what they look like. They're probably all bots. I don't know. There was one person who made a joke. It's a joke that's been done a lot, but it's still funny. Someone tweets something dumb. You reply to it, quoting what they said with a picture of the fat gamer guy from South Park.
Right, yeah.
And I replied to it, nothing but facts, bro, with Fat Cartman from South Park. And he got like a fucking load of likes and all that shit. And then some Andrew Tate fan went online and decided they were going to humiliate me by taking a picture of me.
Right.
Which they found online and sharing that as if to say, like, well, this is what you look like.
Okay.
This is a picture that I took and uploaded to the internet myself.
Yeah.
And in the picture, I'm kind of pulling a face. And like, well, this is what you look like. It's like, yes, it is.
Yeah.
I'm not embarrassed by it because I uploaded it. I took it and I uploaded it. I'm not as insecure as you. I know that's what I look like. That's fine. And then went on to say, like, well, you know, we don't know what you look like, obviously, because you're all the same. Because all Andrew Tate fans are fucking cowards. They'll say all this shit from a blank profile so no one knows what they look like or anything like that. And I pointed that out to them, to which they just replied, "Cry harder, loser." Like,
great comeback.
Wow. I wrote like a paragraph of how much of a cunt you are. And you came back with "Cry harder, loser." I was tempted to share more pictures of me. Here's me in a suit. Here's me at a birthday party. Here's me a bit of barbecue. It's just like, what? And then another one, I don't even remember what it was about, but I went on his Twitter bio and he had it said he was a sex offender in his bio. And I was like,
put that in his bio.
Said I have to state that I'm a sex offender. I'm a registered sex offender in these places, these places, these places, these places. And I screenshot it and I was like, wait, what's this? And he got really angry at me because I didn't get that was a joke.
How was that a joke?
His bio was a joke. And this went on for a long time of him being like, how do you not get it's a joke? And I explained multiple times how, one, it wasn't funny, and also totally fucking believable. Because
if you're an Andrew Tate supporter,
you're
and
online.
You put that you're a sex offender. I mean, that's
but no. Apparently,
plausible.
it's obviously a joke because at one point during the bio, in this bio, he had stated that Ohio was a country as opposed to a state in America. It's like it says right there that Ohio is a country. How do you not get it's a joke? Obviously, it's a joke. It's like, no, it's very believable that you are a moronic sex offender because you're online supporting Andrew Tate. And your profile picture is a fucking anime character. Dumbest. And just go on Twitter, go to any one of his fucking Andrew Tate's posts, look through the fucking replies and the arguments people get into. You'll realize just how fucking dumb his followers are.
They've got to be to be looking there for like validation and fucking everything else. You've got to be a fucking moron.
Yeah,
like
it's mind-boggling how fucking stupid.
You've got to be one of the most. I'm gonna double down on that. You've got to be one of the most insecure, fucking sad, lonely, fucking moronic pieces of shit like, ever. To fall for this garbage. To think that listening to this man is going to make your life any better. How bad must your life be? I mean, how fucking sad and fucking like
it's the ones that are
terrible like, must your life be?
He's changed my life. I go to the gym now. It's like
I said, do that. I go to the gym, but I don't fucking. I didn't wait till Andrew Tate told me to.
No, any personal trainer on the planet will tell you the same shit and actually probably help you personally there in the gym. Also, Greta Thunberg was arrested in Germany last week.
Oh yeah.
Which apparently is revenge for Tate being arrested. They saw this as like
Is she arrested by the Tate police force?
Well, this was like karma. For it's like, oh, okay, so you admit that she is responsible for Andrew getting arrested then, is what you're saying. Also, she was released the same day.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure, well, your boy's still in jail. And then, obviously, people started circulating out that she wasn't really arrested. It was a publicity stunt. This is what Twitter is nowadays. And the German authorities had to release a statement explaining why it wasn't a publicity stunt and why it was that they stopped, which appears that they're walking, they carried her off, and then they're walking and they stop and they hold her. And it seems like they're posing and people are, taking pictures. This is the evidence that people are pointing to that it was staged. The German authorities said, no, we had to wait for a car. That's why we stopped. We weren't going to carry her all the way back to the police station.
Fucking hell. Honestly, like fucking so many. It's terrifying.
And as I mentioned earlier, there is a documentary Vice. It's like 45-minute long documentary Vice have made where this reporter actually went. This is just before he was arrested. A reporter from Vice went to spend a couple of days with Andrew Tate in his compound in Romania. We've got some clips here, and bear with because. So this is just a really short clip from the Vice documentary. I've actually had to pull off of somebody else's YouTube channel. I'm only showing this bit of it because the guy's channel is bullshit and he's a fucking idiot. But it's a weird thing. He made a whole YouTube video basically showing all of this stuff and then trying to pull it apart badly.
Right.
He's basically done kind of like this. He's shown a bunch of evidence that proves he's fucking guilty as hell. And he'd be like, oh, but actually maybe it's AI. Anyway, this is a clip from the Vice documentary where this journalist Tate stumbles at like a pretty simple question.
Let me correct you because I'm a professional.
Is that it's similar to, or people might consider that a form of grooming?
Okay, so I'm a professional, so I have to change what you just said. I have to at least challenge you on it. Nobody's concerned about anything that happened 10 years ago when a bunch of girls got rich. There's not a single female complaining.
Do you think there's not a single female complaining?
Have you seen one? Tell me.
Yeah, there is because it's currently going on right now. But I have to change what you said.
Yeah,
I have to. Wait, what? How the fuck are you going to do that? Because he's a professional.
Yeah, what
sex
he
trafficker.
says that twice. I'm a professional. What does that mean? You're a professional what?
Sex trafficker.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I appear to have unintentionally walked into a situation where Andrew Tate is going to train me how to box.
So This is the day afterwards.
Yeah.
Andrew wasn't very happy with this reporter, so
now he's going to fight him. Under the guise of it being
training.
Yeah.
Remember, Andrew Tate, 4-time kickboxing world champion.
Yeah.
This reporter never had any kind of training or professional fight in his life.
Punch me. Knock out. Oh, don't do please.
He's gonna humble him.
Oh, Daddy, my
pussy
hurts.
Yeah.
No, we've only warmed up. Keep them on, bro. We've got 10 more rounds.
No, in the way.
So he does actually end up bleeding, the reporter, from the nose and all that. Even everything aside, there is no way that you can think that this is cool. This is a professional fighter.
Yeah.
Basically beating up, bullying this reporter who has like no training or anything.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, you're a dick. Any fucking fighter that decides, I'm just gonna
basically, you've outsmarted me, so now I'm gonna get physical.
Yeah, because it's the only thing I have.
Yeah.
But then again, he's the smartest man on the planet. And the most dangerous.
Yeah.
Fuck you. What the hell? Like, and it doesn't change anything, Andrew. You're still a dick.
Yeah.
Just because you can beat people up. Like, that's another thing that they always go, well, Andrew could beat up this person. So what? He's still a
doesn't
dick.
mean anything.
Yeah. Even if he beats the living shit out of people, he's still a dick. It doesn't change anything. Ugh. Seriously. Just, ugh. Done.
I don't get it. Like, I don't get why people fall into this shit.
Because they're dumb.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like he's, if he goes to trial and all that, and if he's found innocent, it'll only be because they fucked up the evidence.
Yeah.
It will be some technicality. This guy's fucking guilty. Like,
fuck. Yeah.
He spent the last couple of years telling everybody about how great he is at basically being a dick and do sex trafficking and doing all this fucking shit.
I mean, it must be taking some time to gather all of the thousands of hours of YouTube clips and everything else that he's put out himself.
Well, no, all these TikTok clips that his fans have been uploading to TikTok.
Yeah.
You do realise that, right?
Yeah.
If you're an Andrew Tate fan and you've been putting up clips of him on TikTok, you're
contributing to the evidence against
his
him.
downfall by exposing all of his fucking crimes to the world, you stupid bastards. Oh, wow. And also, part of this is because this is really bad PR for Romania.
Yeah.
They're like, this guy is like all over the fucking internet telling the world how Romania is great for bribing the police and getting away with human trafficking.
Yeah.
We should do something about this. Should we look into this? Because this kind of makes us look like a bunch of fucking wankers.
Yeah, entirely.
So I'm not surprised they've come down on him.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if there's an entire reform on their fucking
policing,
sexual assault laws and everything else just out of this.
Yeah.
Apparently, I was watching the news yesterday, and they was talking about this, and they're already in schools. They're already working stuff from this particular case from Andrew Tate into lessons and stuff about trying to keep women safe. And there was the news report was saying within this particular class there was at least half of them had already been approached by people trying to do the same shit as fucking Andrew Tate.
Lover boy thing, isn't it? Where they coerce them into a relationship, but just to get them basically, if you want to do webcamming and all that shit, do it and don't give anybody any of the fucking money.
Yeah.
Because you don't need an online pimp.
Yeah.
You can just do it yourself. It's
listen, at the end of the day, if women hate you that much, if you're that bad at trying to get somebody to be in a relationship with you, Andrew Tate isn't going to help you. It's probably your fault.
Yeah.
Almost certainly it's your fault.
But if he's even if he's found guilty, they won't buy it.
No.
It was a corrupt system because Romania's corrupt.
It's the Matrix.
Yeah, it's the Matrix. It's the same with when Donald Trump lost. They will not accept it. We are not going to hear the end of this for a
It's frightening
long
that there's
time.
a mentality this wide with people like Tate, Trump, and all this stuff that seems to these people seem to be able to manipulate.
Yeah.
billions of people.
Yep.
Like, it's fucking terrifying, really.
It's the internet.
Yeah.
We were not ready for the internet as a species.
No.
But here we are.
No.
Don't forget to
We are
subscribe.
using it.
Anyway, that is it. We'll be back. I'll be back. Thanks for watching and all that shit. Oh, I'm exhausted. Just said this is not going to end anytime soon.
No.
Stay safe and all that shit.
Don't talk to Andrew Tate. All right, bye.